Hey, it's Ruben in the shop bringing you a haul video. It's been a while, but today I went thrift shopping around my new area. Found some really cool stuff I'd like to share with you, and let's check it out. Here's the table, here are the goods. Lots of stuff, lots of eclectic stuff. Let's move right to left this time. Have this hat, Odetics. They make electronics, a lot of kind of high-end computer stuff of the middle of the last century. This is a hat, probably from a worker. It has a pin on it too. It's deteriorating, but it's cool. It was 10 bucks. It's probably worth 50 to 100. That's Royal Hagar. It is a planter, put in the center of your table. It was $7 and worth about $75, $50, somewhere in there. Kind of tough to ship, but I can make it happen. Here's an enamel bowl. It might be European, 30 centimeters. You see there is some chipping. It's like a $20 thing, paid $4 for it. Beside it is that chicken. That is from Central or South America. Has inscriptions on the bottom. It was only $4, so I picked it up, and I could probably sell it for like 40. Right there, that's an owl. It's from Italy, made out of alabaster. Sold at Barnes & Noble for like 17 bucks. I don't know if it was sold last year or 10 years ago. People asked like 40 for them. I could probably get 25. I paid 7. This was interesting. I saw these shells in a case. They were $8 a piece. The lady was super cool and was just like dropping prices, so she sold them to me for $6 a piece. What's interesting is I know the exact names for them, and inside the shell they have these little papers, so it tells you what kind of shell it is and where it was picked up, which is pretty important when you're talking about shells. They were also picked up 40 years ago in East Africa, so this one I can at least get 25 bucks, maybe more, maybe up to 150 bucks. This little one, $8 to $25. These ones inside here aren't very valuable, but that one that's spotted might be super rare. Again, it could be $40 all the way up to 120. We'll throw them up there for auction and see what happens. Next we have this picture. It was that lady who was just dropping prices. I don't know why I didn't just pick this up for 18 bucks. That's what it was for sale for. But as she was checking everything out, putting it into the register, I went and grabbed this and threw it on the stack. It's gorgeous. It's probably from the 30s. It's from England, I believe. CR Co. We'll do research, figure it all out. But the chrysanthemums in green, that's a win. I'm always a sucker for interesting phone numbers on ashtrays. Historic Ivy House, haven't really done any research on this. Look at that phone number, NA2. So, the kids might not remember, but the numbers correspond to letters on your phone. So, early 7-digit phone number. I prefer like 3-digit phone number ones, but this is still cool. Paid up for that, paid $7. Got this spatula and spoon. When I first got it, I was like, man, these are straight off a chuck wagon, because they're definitely handmade. As you can see, I paid $4 for the pair. But I did notice that they're marked, or this one is marked Hong Kong. Probably hard to see. So, still probably antique. Probably from the teens to, well, I'd have to look it up. Teens to 40s. But 20, 30 bucks. This is another planter. I got it because of the color. I'm hoping that cleans up. Those are really old stains. It is marked Hidland, and it's worth like 20, 25 bucks. I paid 8 because I was trying to get a stack going. Here is a Glenn Miller album. Would never buy a Glenn Miller album unless it was sealed as this one is. Hoping to get $20 for it. If I get $20 for it after fees and all the whole shebang, it'll pay for the other 3 albums I bought for my personal collection. So hopefully that balances out. I was excited to see this fetish in a case. It is signed by the artist. It's rare for the fetishes to be signed. There it is. Yazi Yacha. Bear fetish, pretty large. This artist does a lot of them. and that's probably, I wouldn't take less than 90 for it. People ask more. Some chipped ones go for less. Back there, that's right when I saw it, I knew it was Irish pottery, Irish porcelain. I'm trying to think. I forget the name. Is it Wade? It might be Wade. I forget what it's called. That's worth 30 bucks though, with the hunting scene. Those two dolls in the back, those are from South Africa. The one on the right is completely beaded, top to bottom. I should have just bought that one. I ended up buying both for $15. What I really like about the one on the right is it looks like it's supposed to be an angel, so that's cool. Next we have the salt and pepper shakers. I get $25 for those. They're in nice shape. Specifically the wood ones, the grinders. James A. Michener. This is not a first edition. It's a 7th printing. First edition, 7th printing. First printing would be worth like 50, 60 bucks. In that condition, maybe 40 bucks. That one, 7th printing, maybe $20. I got it because I used to buy all Michener's books way back in the day, so sentimental. I got this Madame Alexander Cowardly Lion doll. I didn't realize, though, there's no mane, so it's not worth anything. Got this painting for $6. R.M. Mortensen. The only reason why I bought it was for that cacti. Yeah, I've sold lots of landscapes, kind of know what to look for. Saw that cactus, said, let's go, for $6. Turns out R.M. Mortensen is a known artist, very prolific, modern artist, 2021. But that will still sell for at least $70, high-end $110. I saw this right at the end of my shopping at one of my favorite stops, and it was only $8. It's a microscope. It's not going to open. It's a microscope. It's incomplete. I'm going to sell it for parts. Hope to get my money back. Next to that is an Oaxacan sculpture out of Mexico. Looks like one of the Alvarez sisters. It is marked King or signed King. It's a pregnant bride. Thought that was cool, so I got it. Paid under 10. We'll sell it for 50 to 70. Next to it is a West Virginia sculpture that's made out of coal, but I don't think it's carved out of coal. It's signed on the bottom Corney, J. Corney, from the 70s. Not a big collector base, but there's not that many out there. Hopefully get 20, 25 bucks for it, paid $6. Beside it, I'm a sucker for these ruby glass souvenir cups. This one was huge. They're usually like shot glass size. Has someone's initials on it, and then 1911. That is from 1911, so that is 112 years old. Only worth a few bucks. Beside it, Alaskan sculpture. I've had these before. They're like 20 bucks. That's Japanese. It's worth like $20. It was only a few bucks. Right there, that eagle. I think it's called a Roconda. It's from either Panama or Uruguay. They're these little, I don't know if they're stone. They're little sculptures, clay sculptures, and they glaze parts of them. They're signed on the bottom. This one was $8. It also has when it was bought, sold $827.88. They actually retire them, which was interesting to me. I've sold tons of them in the past. The eagles, you get anywhere from 15 to like 25 on them. That's a good size one, so I'll get 25 to 30. Because I know exactly when it's from. That helps because they'll make them today. Beside that, I saw this in a clearance section, and I was looking at it. Kind of looks like Aspens. I was like, I remember that none of the Budweiser Steins are worth any money except for the snowy wooded scene one. I wasn't sure if that was it, so I looked it up real quick, and sure enough, there is the Stein I've been looking for the last like 12 years. Paid $4 for it. It's worth like $50 now. There was a time when that was worth $125, $140. We're almost done. We have this statue. It's like a chalkware statue made by Universal Statues in the 60s. Bull Market, Wall Street. Turns out it's actually one half of a set of bookends. Paid $10 for it. I can still get $50 for it, just as a statue. Speaking of statues, we have this Dogon. The Dogon people of Mali. That is West Africa. This is a large sculpture, 24 inches tall. Oh man, it has an interesting story, I guess, behind it. It's primordial couple. There's some type of balance going on there, but also all primordial couples are twins. So it's like the lost twin finding its self and its mate. Anyways, quite rare. When they come up for sale, they sell. Low end $500, high end $1,200. I'm really shooting for $850, most notably because of that crack at the bottom. And as you can see, I paid $40. Last thing I want to show is also like a help me. So there's a stack of clothes there, some decent stuff. There's like 5 or 6 things, but I did get this jacket. It is a Jeff Hamilton. Yeah, Jeff Hamilton. He's a leather goods maker. Most famous to me for making the Lakers championship jacket that Kobe wears in that famous photo. He also made the NBA 50 greatest players jackets and then the current 75 greatest players jackets. So important designer leather goods maker. This jacket though is one of his, made in the USA. It's an early one. There's his early label. Roselva? And it had that picture on the back. I did find a makeup artist who went by Roselva, but she only did one movie. Maybe she's an artist. I don't know. Paid $35 for this jacket. His jackets go anywhere from like $80 to $20,000. So this is not a $20,000 jacket, but it just might be like a $300, $400 jacket. 2 more things. This sign, it is hand painted. It is not like from the 30s or anything. It's probably from the 90s. It's worth like $40. I paid 10. And finally, this map of Kuwait. Down here it says "Be prepared," Boy Scout motto. I'm thinking a former Boy Scout prepared this, but it's interesting because the map has all these notes. I'm guessing it's from Desert Shield or some type of early 90s desert war. I'm right by a Marines base, so that might help explain it. There you have it. That's the stuff. I am sweating. I turned off the AC to lower the background sound. Sacrifices. My name is Ruben. I'm having a good day. Hoping you're having a good day. See you next time.